Hi, my name is Kristen, and for this video I will be talking about the Apple iPad. I chose this technology because I feel like it is a really reliable product. This product is great, and as Kevin Kelly described in the Next 5,000 Days video, it is a global machine, one that is incredibly reliable. And in my opinion, I think it's more reliable in more ways besides a sturdy connection to internet and servers, and I'll get more into that as I go on. A little background on the iPad: it was released on April 3rd, 2010 as another member of the Apple family. It is a tablet that has many functions and is available with Wi-Fi accessibility, 3G and 4G networking if you have a data plan. The device really caters to anyone who is technologically literate, and by that I mean who can operate an iPhone, other tablets, computers, things like that. So it's an easy learn. The iPad has many functions. It has apps, music, video, camera, pictures, things like that. Internet accessibility, reading. It can also sync up to other Apple products that one may already own, which is nice. I believe this technology affects a few different social groups, the first being individuals who are not really computer literate and are being forced to learn how to use an iPad at work. I think this is a good example of social construction that Hughes talks about in Chapter 9. Some people just don't want to make the switch when they're comfortable doing things manually or the way that they're used to doing them. Another group, and probably the most prevalent, are students, specifically in high school. The integration of the iPad in replacement of actual physical textbooks seems to be the common theme throughout most high schools. I know it is for the high school that I work in, and when I was in high school, we didn't have that option, which, looking back, I'm grateful for, but I feel like there were more opportunities that maybe I wasn't made available to me. Lastly, I think children are given iPads earlier and earlier in their lives. I have two nephews, and my sister bought them an iPad that they fight over constantly because there's only one of them, one of the iPads, because they are expensive. There are educational games and activities and apps on there, but I feel like it can create children to become dependent on it as sort of like a time filler or a babysitter, and then that can create them to be closed off and keep to themselves because they're really not developing any kind of social skill, which is it's a big downside. One conflict between humans and iPads, as I mentioned, could be people who are more likely to read a physical book or do things manually, and sometimes the demand of a job may ask them to start using iPads in their daily work routines, and they might not be comfortable doing that. So that can put a strain on their work and if they can continue to work. iPads have sometimes the reverse effect on people. I think people depend on them and can create issues the old ways of communication, like a face-to-face conversation that doesn't involve a text message or an iMessage, like writing a letter, things like that. I just feel like it doesn't happen anymore as far as communicating like we used to when there was no technology involved. I think it really can make a difference on people's social lives as far as the connections that you make with people on a face-to-face basis. I think technological momentum and determinism perfectly represent this product because going back to how it's integrated in work environments and schools, I feel like there are more opportunities for employees and students because they have more at their fingertips. There's so much that you can get into as far as what the school or work provides that's made available to them that can make school more fun, more interesting. So I definitely think that's an upside. and makes me a little jealous that I didn't have as a high school student. I do not have an iPad myself. I do have an iPhone, which I think is enough for me. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you.